there, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, where I love to talk all things makeup, especially makeup reviews. And I am going to be testing a $5 foundation versus a $50 foundation. Which one is going to beat out the other one? If you want to see, then just keep on watching. If you missed my video that I did, I don't remember, last week or a couple weeks ago, where I tested this Estee Lauder foundation for the very first time in all of my years of wearing makeup, then I'll go ahead and link it up here in the cards. So I already know I absolutely love this foundation. It wears really well, kind of like a satin finish for my oily to kind of combo skin. Then I also saw at my local Five Below store this Rimmel Stay Matte Lightweight Mousse Flawless Finish Full Coverage Mattifying Foundation. And I really wanted to put these two to the test because this one is supposed to be a matte foundation. I know I like Rimmel products, Rimmel London, I guess, products. If you have not tried their powder, their pressed powder, oh my goodness, the translucent, it is so amazing and so cheap. I mean, $5 for a foundation, and this is 1 fluid ounce. And my Estee Lauder is also 1 fluid ounce. That's quite a lot of foundation. In my Estee Lauder, I have 1N1 Ivory Nude. In my Rimmel London Stay Matte Foundation, I got 103 True Ivory. I had to kind of guess which one this is, if it's going to be the best color match for me, because I couldn't really sit there and test. First of all, just talking about packaging, actually, this one, the Estee Lauder, you know, it does have a glass bottle and it has this really nice cap that's twist off, but it is open, okay? So you have to kind of dump it onto your hand, which can be pretty messy. They do actually sell pumps for this now, which is really helpful. It's like an extra $10. So really, if you're getting the pump and you're getting the foundation, that's like $60 for this foundation right here. Whereas this one, Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation, comes in a squeeze tube, so that is very travel friendly. And it has a twist off cap here. It's in plastic. Now we are just going to swatch test these colors right next to each other. So I put just a little dab of the Rimmel, I'm gonna focus, the Rimmel foundation here. And as you can see, something called viscosity. Now, viscosity means the thickness of your foundation. This one, it does say that it is a lightweight mousse, and it does not move. As you can see there, it's not moving at all. Versus the Estee Lauder foundation, it is in liquid form. You can see how it starts to drip down. This is the Estee Lauder, this is the Rimmel one. This one starts to drip down. So it's not super duper liquidy, but it does run down my hand a little bit. Now, what this is going to tell me between these two is that they do have a thicker viscosity, so they're a thicker formula, so they are going to stay longer on my face. Now, just looking at the colors here on my hand, they are 2 different colors. This one is a tad more yellowy versus this one is peachier than this one, and maybe slightly pinker than this one. But let's just go ahead and spread those out on my hand here, show you the difference. The feel of that Rimmel foundation, it is moussey, so it's got to have some kind of like silicone in it because it does have that really soft feel to it. But here they are swatched out on my hand, so they are different colors. I was trying to get the best match that I could. There we have Estee Lauder, and this one is the Rimmel Stay Matte. Now, comparing them from my hand to my face is not a fair comparison. If you're going to go and swatch colors, don't do it on your hand, okay? I did that for years. My hand is a different color than my face. You see that? It's literally a different color. I have more pink and redness in my face, although I am light skin tone and undertone. I am neutral, leaning cool, okay? But mostly neutral undertone. So my hand here, you can see, is like kind of a bit more yellow than my face. So to put foundation on my hand versus my face, it's not a fair comparison. So what if you're gonna go and swatch and try out new foundation, make sure you put it on your face, bare-faced, okay? And bring it all the way up on your cheek and down, and just really match it on your entire face there. Let's go ahead and put these on my face and see how they compare to each other. I am going to be pairing these with products that I already know are tried and true and work really well for me, because that is going to give these foundations the best possible test for me, best comparison. So I'm just putting a little bit of color corrector in the corner of my eye to help cancel out those blue and purple veins. While that's setting, I don't like to just immediately go in and put my concealer on, because then it's going to mesh. It doesn't do its job that I want it to do. So I give it some time to set down. Okay, I have two different foundation brushes here. This one is just stained. Don't worry about that one. I'm going to use them to apply it to my face, and then I'll use my sponge if I need to. I'm gonna put the Estee Lauder on this side, and then I'm gonna put the Rimmel Stay Matte on the other side. So I'm gonna put the Estee Lauder on first because I already know how this one wears. And then coming in with my makeup spatula to put just a thin layer. You can add layers to this one, which is really nice. So if you want more coverage, another trick that you can do too is that if your foundation is liquid like this and it doesn't dry down super fast, go ahead and let it sit for just a second, just so it can kind of like dry down just slightly, so that when you come in and blend it out, then it keeps the coverage a little bit better. I need most coverage on my cheeks because that's where I have most of my rosiness. Very nice lightweight layer. Okay, now to come in on the other side, I think I'm actually gonna try and use my fingers instead of a brush. I think that might give me the best application. Okay, I'll just use my brush. Definitely thicker, but it is spreading out really nicely with my brush actually. I put it mostly on my cheeks, but I'm able to spread that out over this entire half of my face. Before I come in with a sponge, I just want to take a close look here. And you can see the line of demarcation right here between my face and my neck, so definitely want to bring that down. I always bring down my foundation down my neck anyway. I see where the Estee Lauder, it kind of like became one with my skin, and I don't see it sitting on top of my skin. I know my nose, I didn't put it on all the way. I can see that it is lightweight. Now for the Rimmel side, I don't know if it's the color or if it is actually like the moussey texture, because up here on my forehead, where I took whatever was left on my brush and put it on my forehead, it's not looking as heavy as when I put it on my face down here on my cheek. So if I come in with my sponge and try and just blend that a little bit more and push it into my skin, and also the sponge, it's a sponge, so it's gonna suck up all that extra foundation, right? Not look quite as heavy. It's a little bit darker than my Estee Lauder, but I really, really like this foundation. A little bit tacky. It did kind of lift up a little bit where I put my sponge in the outer part of my cheek right here. So I don't like that very much. So maybe a sponge is not a great idea, or if you do come in with a sponge, just be really light-handed with it. I think maybe I just went a little too hard, but I do like how it's sitting on my pores. It's almost blurring them out a little bit, and it doesn't feel heavy on my skin at all. It is not transfer proof though. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup and see how the other products interact with it. I've got the rest of my face makeup on. Products that I really love are my go-to every single day, and they applied beautifully on the side with the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. And I'm actually really impressed. Like, the color payoff is just amazing on this side for all of my products. Just as a little kind of plug-in, this Makeup by Mario set that my husband got me, I have been loving this lip combo. Beautiful color, and it just makes my lips look so juicy. Absolutely loving it. Now looking at everything all together, I mean, this Estee Lauder is just flawless on my face, and I know that it wears beautifully throughout the day. Now looking at the Rimmel Stay Matte, yes, the products applied beautifully. My blush, my bronzer. What I will say is that it's starting to look a little patchy on this lower part of my cheek, and it is starting to look heavy, especially in my smile lines. Like, you can see how it's already kind of caked up and looked really heavy, and that smile line right here. And it's like emphasizing wrinkles I didn't even know I had on my upper lip. That is crazy. And it is looking heavy on my chin. And if makeup starts looking heavy on my chin, I know it's going to look really heavy by the end of the day. So it's just looking pretty heavy around these areas, breaking up right there. Now, is it the worst foundation ever? No. If you are on a budget, I mean, because it is clinging, kind of creating like dry patches and settling into fine lines, if you just moisturize a little bit extra, this might play a little bit nicer with you. And if you use a primer, might also play a little bit nicer with you. But on my oily combo skin, just right off the bat, it's emphasizing things I don't really want it to emphasize. I want to love this foundation. I really, really do, because it is very lightweight. The color is actually not bad at all. So I'll have to keep playing around with this because I really want to make this work for me. And, you know, for $5, I mean, killer steal of a deal. $50 foundation, $5 foundation. Let me know down in the comments which one do you think is worth it. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and especially subscribe so that I can keep creating more awesome content like this for you guys. And if you want to see a full face of other Five Below makeup, where I got this little handy dandy fun guy, then I'll just go ahead and link this video right here that you can go ahead and check out, and I'll see you there. Bye.